Hey everyone, Nebulous Dungeon here, bringing you part 40 of my Deus Ex Human Revolution Foxes of the Hounds playthrough. In this part, I am going to be bringing you from the Limb Clinic in the Panchea facility to the area right before the final boss battle of the game. So part 41 will be the finale, and I am so excited to finally have this series done. Now, the topic that I want to talk about today has less to do, less to do with the gameplay and more to do with a more personal topic for my behalf, and that is that I need to lose weight. And basically, what happened was last night when I was done with a session of Black Ops 2, I basically jumped on. I basically got on the scale and discovered that I now currently weigh 310 pounds, which is absolutely unacceptable. And I've decided that I am putting my foot down and I am not going to gain another pound. I am dedicating myself to the gym and getting back down to about 210 to 205 because that is where I was at actually like 2.5 years ago. I was at about 205, 210 weight wise, and my goal is to get there over the course of the next 4 months. And with anything in life, and especially with losing weight, you have to set goals and you have to have something in mind that you want to attain, not only as far as the weight loss, but you know what the weight loss will help you achieve. So for example, about three years ago now, I want to say 3-4 years ago now, I had, let's see, how long ago was it? Man, time, when you just stop and think about how much time is going by, you just realize that it's just, you just realize time is just so crazy. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It was about 3 years ago now where I was strongly considering becoming a Marine and going through boot camp and everything and being a Marine. And obviously that didn't happen. I did go through MEPS, and for those who don't know, MEPS stands for, I believe it stands for Military Enlistment Pre-Screening Process, or pre-screening, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to, let me just look real quick. Sorry guys. But I went through that and everything was fine then. My weight was fine. I got a 96 on my ASVAB, and for those of you who don't know what the ASVAB is, it's basically just like it's similar to like the SATs for college. It's kind of what the ASVAB is, but it's just more towards figuring out what sort of career path you would be best geared towards in the military. And like I said, I got a 96 on the ASVAB. I think, the best score possible is a 99, so I'm a badass. What can I say? I'm sorry. No, I'm totally joking, by the way. But yeah, so I was all set to go, and then I had some stupid rash at the time that wouldn't allow me to enlist. There was just some stupid rash, and because of that, I was not allowed to enlist and go to boot camp. And for reasons I can't even explain to you, I kind of just completely fell off of that path. I think a lot of it had to do with like a lot of people that were in my life just kind of bowed out of my life, I guess you could say. And there were just a lot of things that just put me through like a lot of a lot of hardship and a lot of like emotional shit and everything. And I didn't cope with it properly. I didn't deal with it properly. because my coping mechanism whenever I'm, depressed or in a bad mood or anything like that. And okay, MEPS stands for Military Entrance Processing Station. That's what that stands for. But yeah, like I was saying, whenever I'd be like in a depressed mood or really sad or anything like that, I used food as my coping mechanism. Food is the equivalent of what my drug would be, you know, and it's been that way for, like I said, nearly 3 years now, and it's just it's got to stop. It's got to stop. I can't be doing any more of this yo-yo dieting. This, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym. Saying I'm gonna go to the gym and then just not go. I gotta commit my very being to this thing if I want to be successful and I want to lose the weight that I want to lose, because like I said, there's different levels of goals when it comes to losing weight. At least for me, there are. Number one priority, number one reason I want to lose weight is obviously just for my health, just for my well-being as a human being. As far as, I don't want to get diabetes. I don't want to end up with, heart disease and dying of heart disease at like 30. I don't want to die young. Unless of course, it's in the military, but that's not the point. I don't even want to die young in the military. Let's just go that far. And
it's happening. Show yourself.
I'm sorry. So yeah, like I was saying, that's like, number one top tier reasons for why I want to lose weight. It's just for my own health and things like that. Second tier would be because it would open up a lot more opportunities for me as far as, like I said, going into the military and doing other, athletic things, and it would open up things like, if I wanted to become an actor, it would open up that field to me. If I wanted to, I don't know, there's just so many things that I think will open up to me if, I lose this weight and I get down to where I actually look decent and I'm healthy. And probably like the third tier would be, and let's just be honest, it's to be with a beautiful woman. It's been so long since I've had any kind of high caliber woman in my life. As a matter of fact, it's been probably 6 or 7 years since I had a high caliber female in my life that I really cared about and really cared about me, and there was a good situation there. And that was, in high school. It was my first girlfriend, and yeah, she was an awesome chick, and shit just didn't work out between me and her, and yeah, that's what happened. And so yeah, like I was saying, that's like the third tier. That's like the third tier down. Is I want a beautiful high caliber awesome woman in my life, and beautiful awesome high caliber women want beautiful awesome high caliber men. That's just nature. It's just the way it is. And sometimes fat guys get lucky if they're like have a ton of money, or they're just they have such a redeeming personality that the other stuff doesn't matter as much. Or admittedly, there are things with my personality that just kind of like completely just destroy whatever chances I have with women. I'm stubborn. I always have this need to be right. I'm overly competitive. I have a quick temper. So yeah, I mean, there are aspects of my personality that, as well as, my physical appearance, there are aspects of my personality that, I understand that are flawed, and I need to work on them, and, I'm working on them as well every chance I get. And, it's just all part of, growing up and, just being a person and becoming a better person, and just understanding what you want out of life and what it's going to take to get what you want out of life. And I've always known what it takes as far as, having a healthy diet and, exercising regularly and lifting weights and all this other stuff. I've always known that, but for whatever reason, I've always allowed my laziness to get in the way. I've always I've always come up with stupid, just horrible excuses and reasons for why I've never stuck with a program and why I've never that was actually a pretty cool clip right there. And why I've never committed myself to, 100% committed myself to doing what I'm doing, because there were always things that would basically distract me, or that I would allow to take precedence, and that's 100% my own fault. Obviously as a gamer, one thing that would one of the things that I would allow to take precedence would be my gaming addiction or hobby, or whatever you want to call it. And this is kind of to the point where it's like, I understand sacrifices need to be made if I want to get to the places where I want to get to in life. And obviously one of the sacrifices has to be my gaming, because that, the fact of the matter is, I've made that my top priority in my life for far too long, is, collecting video games, playing video games, and all kinds of different games. And it's just like, it's gotten to the point where I've really thought about and realized, is it worth it? Is it worth having all these games if I'm not alive long enough to play all of them and beat all of them and enjoy all of them? Or if it gets to the point where I'm not even healthy enough to be able to enjoy these games, because I have all these other issues that I had to deal with before I can play the games. It's things like that that I've really started to think about and really understand that I need to I need to make this change, and I need to improve the quality of my life. And like I was saying, it's, for me, it's those 3 tiers of goals. It's my personal health, my aspirations as far as what I want to do with my life, and having a beautiful woman by my side. And that's really it. That's really all there is to it. It's as simple and complicated as that, folks. And that's really all I got to say about the subject at this point. If you want to stick around, I'll probably talk more about this in the finale and my other channel, Nebulous Mortal, as well. So, and on my Nebulous Mortal channel, I will also be posting video blogs and be showing you guys some stuff that I'm doing to lose this weight. So, I hope you guys liked the video, and I'm out. Peace.